Hello everyone, welcome into Fatty's Feast, where we make the best food you'll ever eat without leaving your backyard. My name is Josh, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some savory, spicy, sweet, and of course, cheesy pork belly quesadillas. Now, it's been quite a while since I've done a Blackstone griddle video, and this idea actually came about because I had so much leftover pork belly, and instead of eating it just alone and boring, even though it's not boring, it's actually delicious, I decided let's change it up, and I'll show you guys how to use some of that leftover pork belly to make something a little bit different. Now, the pork belly we're using today was smoked low and slow on the Freedom 94 in my pork belly brisket video. If you haven't checked that out and you want more information, check it out right here. There's a link. But if you don't have that kind of time and you just want to make pork belly on the griddle, you can do that too. Not a big deal. Not all of us have that kind of time, and I will talk more about that later. Now, these quesadillas are going to have a spicy, savory flavor profile. So to balance that out, we're going to make something sweet as well. And I decided for that we'd make a very simple homemade slaw. Now, the slaw is going to need time to rest in the fridge to really incorporate all those flavors, so it's imperative we do that first before anything else. And we're going to do that right now. Got me a nice medium-sized bowl here. To start off, I have your classic coleslaw mix here from Aldi. It's just got cabbage and carrots. Simple as that. If you want to cut those up yourself, you can do that. I'm lazy. Let's throw this bad boy in. Next, a cupful of delicious mayo. Oh yeah, that's hot. Next, we're gonna come in with 2 tablespoons of Dijon and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons sugar. Hashtag diabetes. Do about a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon black pepper. It's probably a little more. Pepper, it is where it is. 1, 2 teaspoons celery seed. 1 teaspoon onion powder. It's simple as that. We're just giving it a stir, really incorporating all those ingredients, and I really hope I didn't add in too much apple cider vinegar, which I probably did, but you know what? It is what it is. I took this out of the sun so you can sort of see it. Looks pretty good to me. The lighting in this area never works for filming. The sun's right there, so sorry about that. But let's give this a try. That's good already, but I know it's gonna get better once we let it sit in the fridge for an hour. Now, you can let it sit for a day if you want, if you have that kind of time. We don't today. So I'm gonna cover this up, put it in the fridge, and I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes to do our quesadillas. All right, so it's been about a half an hour. I've gotten everything out here that I need. Let's prep some veggies and our meat, and we'll throw it on the Blackstone. Okay. What's cool about prepping veggies outside is you can just throw everything on the ground. So I'm gonna use probably a half of this onion here, and we're just gonna mince it up. Then I got 1 whole jalapeno here. This guy looks a little wilted because he's been in my fridge for a bit. That's okay. And with this guy, I'm gonna keep my seeds in. And then last but not least, our pork belly. If you haven't checked out that other video, basically I did 2 rubs. I did a brisket-like rub, and I did a pork rub. And I can still tell which is which, but we're gonna use a little bit of each. So this one right here is our pork rub. I'm just gonna cut it into strips. Something like so. And then right here is our brisket rub. Come on, there we go. That looks good. Actually, I'll do a little bit more of each, just for good measure. I have a bad habit of overstuffing my quesadillas, so hopefully that doesn't happen here. And here we are, that's all we need. Let's get our griddle fired up. Trying a new camera angle with my GoPro over there. We'll see. I don't know how it's gonna work out. The sun's probably still not gonna cooperate. All right, to start off, I have a secret ingredient. This is beef tallow. We love beef tallow, right? Gonna get a nice heaping spoonful of this, and I'm gonna put it right here. Why not? Now, yeah, you could use pork tallow or something like that. We're going to be using this just to soften our veggies up, because nothing annoys me more than veggies that aren't softened in a quesadilla, or anything for that matter. And let's throw our veggies down. This is one of these instances where beef tallow does wonderful things. It just makes everything so amazing. And the smells already coming off this, oh my freaking God. So let's add a touch of pepper and a touch of salt, not too much. Just incorporate that all up. Now, all my zones right now are on a medium-low heat. We're in no rush to get this recipe done. We don't have to sear anything, so we're gonna take our time. All right, now for our main character, the pork belly. We're gonna put it right in the center. Now, this stuff is already softened up quite a bit, and I'm not even putting any oil down because we don't need to. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Now we're just gonna let those get a nice crisp, nice and slow. Now, I mentioned before, I prefer smoking pork belly over just throwing it on the griddle like any type of piece of meat that you can sear. The reason for that, and the main difference, is rendered fat. So when you smoke a pork belly, you're going to have that pre-rendered fat. It's going to be nice and soft. It's not going to be just gristly and disgusting like if you have soft bacon. Now, if you prefer that, that's fine. You can throw it on. It just might not render down as well as if you smoked it. Plus, you have added smoke flavor in here, unlike if you just coat it in salt, pepper, sugar, or whatever you were going to do. Let's give our veggies a spin here. Looking nice. Just trying to melt those down as much as possible. We may not use all of them. I'm not really sure. Let me take a look at this boy because it's the thinnest. That's going to be done the quickest. Oh, yeah. It looks like bacon already. Beautiful. I'm just going to flip these now. Why not? We got a nice crisp on them going. You want to be very careful with these because they will just fall apart because, like I said, rendered fat. See? It's slipping all over the place. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit just to get a nice crisp on it, I think. Give these a nice stir again. Looking nice. You'll notice I put on my apron because this is like bacon. It is bacon, so it's going to splatter on me. I don't want that on my clothes, on my beautiful Walmart wardrobe. And all we're doing is we're just checking to see the doneness of these. This one's sort of thick still, just poking, and you should see that fat start to give after a little while. Let's give him one more flip over. Oh yeah, we're looking great. Now to our veggies, I'm going to add a little secret ingredient. This is just some homemade barbecue sauce. I had this a few videos back. It's just regular barbecue sauce mixed with vinegar, sweet, spicy, hickory. I don't remember what it was. But we're just going to heat this up. Not too much because we don't want our quesadillas to be watery. But that'll add a little extra barbecue flavor. Let's give that a stir around. It smells delicious. Oh my God, I love the Blackstone. I really do. Let's turn that all the way down low so it doesn't burn. All right, I'm going to stack our pork bellies up here. I don't really care which is which because it's all going in the same quesadilla. Well, actually, I'm going to make two, but I don't really care. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take my knife and cut this up a little bit. It'll just fall apart just like that. But because it's so tender, it has a little bit of difficulty moving. I know the camera's moving right now. Sorry about that. And then for an added kick, I got my Everglades heat just to give some spice to these guys. Give it a stir. Get all that in there. And there we go. That looks delicious. So I'll move this off to my off side. Give this one more stir. That's going in the same spot. There we go. Now I got a little bit of butter. Throw down right here. Perfect. We'll lay one tortilla down and then we'll do the other. Watch this. All I'm going to do right here is just warm this side up a little bit. Just want to get some buttery goodness on there and then we'll flip them just like that. We're going to throw down some cheese, and this just allows the cheese to melt a little easier if you warm one side first. Oh yeah. Can't have enough cheese. This is why I'm going to die at age 40, I swear to God. Then let's just sprinkle down our toppings. This is an art. This takes practice, people. And then our delicious pork belly. Let's give these a nice flip. Smash that down. Same here. And then we'll just let them sit nice and low, nice and slow. We'll get that cheese melted. Let's see where they're at. Coming along. Not as crispy as I'd like them yet, so we'll probably do one more turn. Let's do one more. Oh, there we go. That's looking better. All right, let's get these guys over to the table and we'll give them a try. All right, so I moved to this side because the lighting was going to shit over there, as you saw. These bad boys are dripping everywhere. They're greasy, but they're delicious. Look at that. Can you see that dripping? Mmm. So much going on there. Sort of tastes like a pulled pork quesadilla. Ooh, and then I get that Everglades heat at the end. So perfect mixture of cheese, I think, for once, because like I said, I always overstuff my quesadillas. But goddamn, boy, this is good. Now, I don't think I mentioned, I just used a store-bought mix of Monterey Jack, queso, and cheddar cheeses. So you can do whatever you want. That's what I picked. Let me dump some of this slaw in here, because this looks freaking good. That's good. I like that more. I like that quesadilla with the slaw on top, because I'm a weirdo. Have you ever had a barbecue sundae? I mean, that, like, minus the potatoes, because hashtag diabetes. I'm saying that as I eat quesadillas that have like 35 grams of carbs in them each. But goddamn, that is some good stuff right there. Once again, a different way you can use your pork belly if you don't want to just eat it straight. I love it straight, but, you know, I wanted to change today. That barbecue sauce, too, works so freaking well. But anyway, I got shit on my face again. Ugh. Anyway, that'll do it for this episode of Fatty's Feast. If you like what you saw, please like this video, get this content out to more people, and be sure to leave a comment on things you want to see me make on the Blackstone griddle, on the smoker. It doesn't matter, I'll make it all. Right over here, I'm going to put a link to the pork belly brisket video so you can see how I made this pork belly on the smoker. And then over here is my Blackstone pork playlist. If you're a griddler, you're going to love that. Hours of entertainment just for you. Smack dab in the middle, if you love this diabetic, beautiful, bald, bearded, average face so much, you can subscribe. And until next time, everyone, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay hungry.